Good morning, everyone. I am starting 3 minutes early just so I can load up my links for anyone who is interested in supporting this channel. And they will be at the top of the chat window. Also in the description below later once I get that set. I want to welcome everyone to my July 14th live stream. I don't have a guest today. I am going to be answering questions and communing with my community. And hang on, I just want to finish this. Well, good morning, Filipina Desert Gardener. Thank you for your super chat donation before I even have a chance to get everything loaded up. I appreciate that. And let's see, a couple more. I want to, oh, I did that twice. Filipina, you got me so excited. I posted a link twice. Let's see, what else is there? Caketrell. Yeah, let me do this real quick. Right. This one is really important. This link is important for anybody who is interested in learning more about essential oils. You know, I've sort of been, what's that little expression, you know, you got to shine your light or so people know you're there or something. And I've been using Young Living essential oils for years and have never even talked about it on Late Bloomer, which is ironic because essential oils come from plants, and you know we love plants. So it makes perfect sense that I should be able to. You know what? I learned how to do something just now. I wanted to apologize because last week. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me see if I can get. That's why I wanted to do like 3 minutes early, because you can't see this stuff until you go live. Okay, so Petra Kukik from from Australia. And hello to you. That is fantastic. I am checking you off of my country list right away. And let's see. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Just have to answer. Someone contacted me in my neighborhood and was interested in having help with their garden. And so it looks like that's going to work out, and I'm going to go over and help her. I wanted to apologize because I have this 11-inch laptop. I think it's 11-inch window or something. It's the smallest one, and that's the one that I do my live streams on outside. And it hadn't occurred to me that I could enlarge the words on here. And for all of these live streams, I've been squinting and leaning in and trying to read the comments because I like to acknowledge everybody. I mean, everybody likes to be acknowledged, you know, and so I just increased it so I won't have that problem. Hi, Tina. Welcome. Tina is writing from Phoenix, and there's North Star Prepstetter, Kathy in Minnesota. What's it like in Minnesota today? Deep Tom. Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom is online. It's supposed to be cloudy today, but I see that sun is starting to burn through, so we'll have to see what happens. Who else is here? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Check out my garden if you'd like to see lots of sunflowers in the desert. Filipina is sharing a link to her. Well, I thought I showed it. Let's see. Thailand. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I already have Thailand on my list. I should have Thailand here. I know Thailand's checked in before. Yes. Thank you. I have Thailand here. I think you're a new person from Thailand. Good morning, Gabriella. Faithful Flowers. Good morning. Hi, Daryl. Rainy. Oh, bummer. A garden for mom. How lovely. Good morning. I don't recognize your name, so tell me where you are and tell us about your garden. Everybody is very connected on these live streams, so we welcome newcomers. And there is Martin from the Netherlands. And Martin, I didn't remember making you a moderator, but I obviously did. I want to just show you what I'm drinking, everyone. That came from my oranges. There is nothing better than your own orange juice from your own tree. Let me see if I can hide from the sun. There we go. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay, guys. So I just hi from Houston, Johnny, and Jamela from the Trinidad and Trinidad and Tobago. It's hard for me to get used to saying Trinidad and Tobago, and I know that happened a long time ago. But one of my oldest friends is from Trinidad, and I never said one of my oldest friends is from Trinidad and Tobago. So it changed since I've known him. Let's see, where are you? I am going to put you on my list. I mean, I know you're on here. Trinidad. I know you're here. My list is getting messy. I'm going to have to make myself a neater list. And Martjan is from the Netherlands. I know is on here. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm doing the microphone a little bit differently. I just got it clipped to my laptop. Anyway, I made the type larger on my laptop, this little laptop, and now I don't have to go like this to see the comments. Baby steps, right? Baby steps towards, wait, I missed a few people. Happy Bloom. Oh, yes. Happy Bloom, thank you. And Filipina, you may have to post the link again. I don't see it here. New Jersey, Cali Gardner. I think you used to live in Cali and now you're in New Jersey, or vice versa. Tell us. And Tina, your plum tree was putting out a lot of plums. That's one tree I'm getting ready to plant, possibly a couple. Yeah, I've just been shocked at the plum harvest, and I hope you guys don't get sick of plum videos, but they're not over. I haven't been back up on the roof. If anyone has not seen yesterday's video, please watch it after this live stream. Please, because it is the first in 500 plus, 520, I don't know how many videos I've made now, where I actually looked down at my garden from my roof. Now, a lot of people wouldn't want to go up there, but I did. And it'd be kind of cool to have a little thing up there that you could access easily and see the view that you get to see in this video. But I don't have that. And I won't be having that. So Anna Chan, Indonesia. Thank you, Anna, for tuning in. And I do believe I have Indonesia on here. Did you know, Anna? Let's see. Was that yesterday's video? Wait. No, it was. See, I'm making so many videos. I'm not even sure. But I don't think the roof video was yesterday. I think oh, yes. That's right. Part 1, the roof video, was yesterday. I uploaded. I'm working ahead because I'm going to be out of town this week. I'm going to Salt Lake City. If anybody's interested in meeting me there, I'll be there for 4 days. So hit me up. But in the next video that you see, Anna, my friend Stephanie and her husband and 5 little children are moving to Indonesia at the end of this month. I was so amazed. They have they've already made their wealth. Wouldn't that be be nice to say. I made my wealth. Um, and so they can go wherever they want. And let's see. Teresa, good morning. And remind everybody where you're writing from. Teresa Marchin is moderating today. I don't know if, did you realize you were moderating or do you just come up as a moderator? Oh, there's that thing again. Oh, guess what happened when I moved the table? Hold on. It's actually not quite as good. Okay, I have to go to the grocery store. Me and girlfriends. Okay. Okay, don't worry, Martin. Just check back in when you get back. Hey, Jody. And Jody is writing from, Jody, are you in Vietnam? Or you're Vietnamese? You're not writing from Vietnam. Remind me. Eric Hale is in the house. Oh, it is so amazing. I can't even begin to tell you. It's just something goes down your throat that you've grown, and it goes down so quickly, you just swallow it, and so it's this after effect of what just happened, and that was so fresh and so good. And you created that yourself somehow. Well, you didn't, God did, but whatever. Let's see. Good morning, Jack. I'm going to need your help. So please be on the lookout. And Jamie, WP, I am a new subscriber. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much, Jamie. I hope you can stick around for a while and meet some of my subscribers and bring your questions if you have any gardening questions. Teresa says, eggs in a nest. Oh, yes. Oh, that was so good. So good. I don't eat toast anymore. And I when I was over there, I made an exception. You make exceptions when you're traveling. But it was so delicious. That's right. And now you're in Cali, NJ Cali Gardner. Karen Hunter Triana, I'm here from Georgia and love your channel. Thank you, Karen. I'm going to call you Karen because, yeah. Filipina, no, you can post a link and I decide whether to show. It's anyone can post a link, but only a moderator and me can decide whether to show it. But Jack will let you show it because it's your garden and you're a fan. And Devil Dog Farm is in the house. That's Eric in San Juan Island, Washington. Good morning, Eric. Oh my God, Johnny. Wait, Johnny, really? Johnny said he just binge watched all my videos this weekend. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Daryl. I know. Sorry. Johnny has a good question. Eric comes. I think I have birds up there. I think I just saw poop coming down. Eric goes to these garage sales and he comes up with these things. And I don't remember at what point he brought that, but he brought that. It was not purchased. Both of those. I have a smaller one and a bigger one. He thinks it's just fantastic when he finds these things at garage sales, and so do I. But I'm sorry, I can't tell you where to get one. Good morning. Good morning, Emily. Okay. Emily, I am so please be patient. I have not sent your seeds yet. It's just, I got to tell you guys about this week. It was incredible. Christine from France. Oh my gosh. Let's see. France is on here somewhere. France. Thank you. And James is here from St. Louis. Jody, yes, Jody. But are you Vietnamese? Did I have that right? Do you have a Vietnamese name? Marie Hemed from Denmark. Denmark, fantastic. Denmark. I know Denmark is on here somewhere. And of course I know I mentioned Denmark in one of my videos recently. Ellie, new subscriber from Indonesia. Ellie, there's another person on from Indonesia right now. It's Her last name is Chan. Where is she? Uh, Anna Chan. Scroll back up and connect. Marie, connect. I mean, not Marie. Ellie, connect to her. Doug and Stacy are in the house. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, you have to. They have the most fun channel, the most uh, varied material because they're building a learning center and raising hairless goats or sheep. Sorry, sheep. And a million cats and silky chickens and ducks and they've got an Airedale that protects the whole place and Doug has and Stacy have been incredibly supportive and I got to go out and visit them in October last year and it changed my life. Thank you for tuning in, Doug and Stacy and or Lauren. Good morning from Texas. Thank you, Christina. From France. It's afternoon here, and I'm watching while painting in the garden. Ah, that brings back memories, Christine. When I was young, I went to Paris, of course, and took a 6-week program at the, oh, I'll never remember the name, but it was, mostly English speaking. Yeah, mostly English speaking people in the program. Oh, at Parsons School of Design. Yeah, and we stayed literally across the street from the Jardin du Luxembourg. I can't say it well now, but Jardin du Luxembourg. And I had the most amazing 6 weeks of my life there. It was amazing. Zola Winnie, good morning. Where are you writing from? Eric Hale, I'm sure you're following Doug and Stacy. Ants turn your loofah into a super highway, yellowing and dropping leaves around the base. Uh, hmm. Ants turn every vine into a super highway, Steve. That's Deadly Wound asking if everybody has ants turning their vining cucumbers and well, loofah is a cucumber plant, and he's growing loofah after watching my loofah video. And he says that the ants, they're the ants are not turning the leaves yellow though. That's something else. Jody, that has to happen. Okay. And that's why I put, no, did I? I think I put at the very top of the chat, latebloomershow.com/contact. Write me an email, and that way we can exchange information and I can contact you. Emma Sue, thank you. Where are you writing from? Okay, let's see. Yes, guys, this has never happened, but I had a viral video, and it's hard to believe, but that it happened, but it did happen. And it's about 4 videos back, and it was literally a day, it was a Saturday when Eric came, but I had to leave and I was only here with him, being able to film him for like an hour or two. And that's when we did that first plum harvest. And so it was a shorter video because, and that video has gone viral. There's 145,000 views on that so far and or more by now. And I'm so grateful. So I need more of that to happen. Good morning from Florida. Kathy, what is it like in Florida today? Let's see, North Carolina. Okay. I'm sure it's hot and humid. Just me, that's all. Tell us your name and where you're writing from. The ants on your green beans are most likely farming aphids, so I would keep a very close lookout for clumps of aphids somewhere on your beans. Let's see. Good morning, Beth. And Jamila's talking to you, Doug and Stacy. She's in, she just said that Trinidad and Tobago. Doug and Stacy did a very fun dancing video. Now, I think I beat you to the dancing video, Doug and Stacy, because I did a dancing video at least, oh gosh, 4 or 5 years ago. And it was some kind of a bee, it was a bee group, bee organization, bees, and they were doing some kind of a challenge. And so they had a song, and you had to dance to the song. And I danced, I put it on the thing, and I have so little space here, as you know. Doug and Stacy have the big long driveway and the nice new sidewalk, and I don't have all that. So I have like this tiny little space. So, but I was bold, and I just made this video and uploaded it. So you can find that if you go way, way back in my videos. Okay, Jack. Let's see. Okay. Steve, I think that that's the last comment I see. How many people do we have? We have 39 people. We have 15 of these. So if you guys wouldn't mind just hitting that like button, that'd be awesome. I wanted to just show you again what I'm drinking. The people who just joined, this is fresh orange juice from my tree. Oh yeah. How many people can say that? Oh man, that's good. And it's not always good. Here comes the sun. I just wanted to point out that Charlie Baby, who is online right now, her channel name is Charlie Baby, but her name is Emily. And she just bought a late bloomer gardener mug. And the potter was out of town, so hopefully she'll be sending that out to you this week, Emily. I also wanted to point out, thanks to Doug and Stacy, Doug and Stacy have encouraged me to have a t-shirt. I'm going to have t-shirts, everybody, and I'm so excited. And I want to know how many people would buy a t-shirt, a late bloomer t-shirt. Let me know. And I am going to be, I'll have more news in a week as to when those will be available. But we got the design worked out for the first one. And hopefully that's going to get in process while I'm gone this week. Good morning, Lisa Lee from Nevada, and Gigi Go. Oh, thank you, Gigi. And hey, good morning, Patricia from New York. Yay. And let's see, 104 in New Mexico. Oh, wait. Oh, Filipina is in southern New Mexico. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, Teresa, yay! Teresa says she's going to get a t-shirt. And so does Lisa Lee. Fantastic. And Emily, there will be a sweatshirt option. I mean, the design is, yeah, I think that we should do I'm not sure how you did it, Doug, but we should have a long sleeve or sweatshirt option and a t-shirt option. Yeah, I assume that Bonfire, the company, ships t-shirts to France. I don't know about that. I should ask. Fantastic, Beth. Good morning, Mr. Tom. I was just reading about the storm, the environmental disaster this morning that's forming in the Gulf of Mexico. I didn't get to read the details, but it looks like it's going to be bad. And I am, let's see. And attention, Harvey. I'm assuming you're Harvey. Would get a sweatshirt. Fantastic. Jody will be right back. Rajesh Nair. I've started converting my backyard San Diego into a vegetable and fruits garden. You are my inspiration. Let me see if I'm saying your name right. Rajesh. No, that can't possibly be right. Rajesh Nair. Rajesh Nair. I hope I did that right. And I am so glad to be your inspiration. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, tank tops would be nice too here in Phoenix. No kidding. But Do you really wear a tank top in all that sun? I mean, don't you worry about sun exposure? Um, but I will make a note, definitely. Um, let's see. Okay, guys, I just wanted to point out that I have a number, cooking videos don't seem to be quite as popular as garden videos. But I have a playlist cooking from the garden, and it's all, it's not every ingredient, obviously, but the focus of the recipes are created from whatever is in my garden. And they're all simple recipes, and usually the cooking videos are shorter. And I hope that you'll watch my cooking playlist, Cooking from the Garden playlist, because this week I had some help with the camera, which never happens, has never happened, has never happened. I always shoot my own videos, and I had some help with the camera this week because I had so many plums, and I was determined to preserve the harvest. And we did the next video. I've already cut it together. It's lemon curd from my Meyer lemon juice. That's next Friday. And my plan is to upload 2 to 3 videos a week. And I'm trying to do like a Tuesday, Friday, or a Monday, Thursday, Sunday, that kind of program. So just stay tuned. I know it's much better if I absolutely set a day, but sometimes you have more content than others. And so right now I got a lot of content. Justice McBride, uh, fantastic. That's more than I can say. I don't have any size watermelon. So I am so glad I inspired you. And okay, Tina, I have made a mental note to do that. Johnny loves the cooking videos. Oh, that's fantastic. Gardening hats and gloves. I'm going to do it all, Emma Sue. I'm going to do it all. Lisa Lee, stay tuned next Friday. It is so simple, and you will enjoy it because I don't know if you watched the live stream last week. I wanted to mention that we had a guest last week. I had a guest last week, Lynn Dunlap, who is a new subscriber to my channel. She's only been subscribed for a couple of weeks and has watched a ton of videos. And when we were talking, she lives a half an hour from me. And when we were talking, she told me that she had been bedridden for 8 years, literally bedridden with toxic, uh, toxicity had just gradually shut her down so that she couldn't even get out of bed. And she went on this program of wellness, and now she's just totally functioning. And I thought I wanted to share her story. Now, I shared in the live stream, I shared her story. These are her opinions. We're not giving medical advice. I'm just sharing her journey. And I didn't want anybody to think that I was saying you have to do things this way or you have to do things that way. I wasn't. So good morning, Bill. Yes, Harvey, if your name is Harvey, connect with Daryl. Daryl is great about knowing what you can grow inside. Ecocentric Homestead. What's exciting today? Plums. Plums, 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 plums. Oh, I haven't told you the big news, everyone. The bees. Remember the bees? Remember the bee hive that formed under my shed? And I got this company to come and remove them. And they did. Their focus is to remove them and relocate them. And of course, if you don't get the queen, so either they didn't get the queen when they thought they did, either the first time, or bees have an incredible sense of smell, and they can smell an old hive from like miles or something. It's incredible. So there's a lot of things going on with bees right now. This company was very busy. It took me 3 months to get them back over here. And the beehive was bigger, much bigger than the first one. And they had cut a hole in the bottom of the shed, the flooring, lifted it up, where the support pieces are. And no, they had taken it off of the 2x4s that support the building, just the plywood off the floor of it, a piece about that big. And I saw them scrape that honeycomb off into where they collect the bees. They actually vacuum the bees, and it doesn't hurt them. And you don't get every one, so there were a few that hung around and hung around. I was very concerned, and I kept calling him, and he goes, "No, they're just, bees only have a 21-day cycle, so they're going to die. The ones that got left because no other hive is going to want them." It's the bee life cycle is incredible. It's so incredible. Anyway, this hive was bigger, and so I finally got them back yesterday. I did not film it, um, but oh, hummingbird. Uh, so that's what happened yesterday. And so now I have a much bigger hole in the floor that has to be patched. Okay, it's getting hot. Let's see, where are we? Mr. Tom, where, let's see. Emily discovered, oh my God, Emily, she juiced from my video. I think you're saying that you discovered how to make passion fruit juice from my video, and she went to heaven. It's so incredible. It really is. Hey, Haffy, no worries. Welcome. Yes, microgreens. Mr. Tom um, is also saying microgreens are a way to be growing your own food inside a Brooklyn apartment. And if I ever get back to New York, be sure and hit me up, and I'll meet you. If you're in Brooklyn, you really should take a tour of Brooklyn Grange if you haven't already. Brooklyn Grange is the largest rooftop garden, I believe, in the world, certainly in the country, and it's right in Brooklyn. So they have a full service garden. They provide vegetables and fruits to restaurants, all over the city, and they have chickens up there. I don't know, if they grow enough chickens to, probably don't, but they do have chickens and eggs. Yes, and Eric is saying if you have grow lights, you can grow a lot of stuff indoors. Mr. OAG, Old Alabama Gardener, grows lettuce in his garage, just with grow lights. Good morning, Christina. Teresa, yeah, I made an event out of my first one, but yesterday I was, I was just, good morning. Thank you, John. Haffy has just made a donation to Super Chat. Anyone can give a donation by hitting that little $sign at the bottom, and that helps to support this channel. And other ways that you can help support this channel are at the top of the chat window. There are many ways that you can help support this channel, either financially or just by sharing it with your friends. The more people that know about me, the better. So I appreciate all of that support. Let's see. I have never tried to grow tomatoes inside. That would be interesting. Ecocentric, tell me your name again, because I always forget. Just put it on each one of your comments so I can refer back. I was just mentioning that I made, you'll see videos coming up for no pectin plum jam, for ginger plum jam, for quinoa and plum and avocado salad, for oh my God, for I can't I can't pronounce this properly. If anyone's from Germany out there, help me out. But it's I listened on Google, and the way the English pronounce this word is kutchen. but of course Germans pronounce it Kuchen or something like that. But it's cake, Kuchen, and I made a single layer plum custard cake. I I said in the video, you'll see. I said in the video I was going to eat the whole thing, and I did eat almost the whole thing. So let's see. Which message? Got it. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Show. Serbia. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Andrijana. Andrijana. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I don't think you're the very first that's ever watched me from Serbia, but it's been a rare occasion that anyone has tuned in from Serbia. So thank you. And thank you for loving my channel. And your English is perfect. How do you pronounce ecocentric? How do you pronounce that? Is it a long O or a short O? Jotham or Jotham? Mm. Mm. Oh, that's great. Original Next is in the house. We had quite a conversation with, I forgot your name though. Can you please say it again? Your icon is smaller than the tip of an eraser on a pencil, and I can't make out. Bosnia, Blue Moon is in the house from Bosnia. Blue Moon is a regular, and Blue Moon, we have Serbia in the house. Serbia just tuned in. So scroll up a little bit and you'll see Andrijana from Serbia. And you're in the same part of the world, so you should connect. Oh, does anybody know? Super Chat may not be on iPad. Well, if you can see the chat window, Emily, at the very bottom of the chat window, there's a smiley face and a dollar sign. It's just very small. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what you click. No kidding, Eric. That's amazing. Well, you must have a place to do that, like a garage or something. But I don't think they taste as good, do they? Overwintered peppers that you grow in shop lights, grow lights. Oh, well, your name is Next. I'm sorry. Hey, Next. Jotham. Okay, great. Jotham, I'm going to try to remember that. Jotham. Minty. Oh, how lovely. I wanted to point out, I wanted to give she's not online, but I wanted to give a shout out because I always like to give shout outs to, yeah, exactly. Doug pointed out that for my t-shirt campaign, everybody, by the way, follow my community page. I don't know if there's something to actually click on the community page to follow it, but I will have my announcement on my community page because I am so backed up with my videos. I've already, I'm I'm into the videos that I have to edit are going to be uploaded like 2 weeks from now. I mean, I'm really backed up. I've been shooting every day. It's crazy. I've been so busy. But the campaign for the t-shirts is only 2 weeks long, so you got to get your orders in. So once I announce it, then you got to get those orders in, and then at the end of 2 weeks, they print everything that was ordered during the campaign, and then they ship it out. So I just wanted to point that out. Thank you, Doug. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to my shout out, which I was just about to look for, is from Dee, and I'm just going to say it whether she's online or not. That's, oh yeah, here it is. Oh, can I even read that? It's so small. Her name is Dee, and she was she says she was a nervous wreck with me climbing on the roof. I wonder, Doug, did you see me climbing on the roof? I'm inspired by Doug. You know, Doug gets out and he has a very physical response to his environment, and they both do. Um, but I'm always so inspired by Doug, and I just decided to that this summer I am going to have a more personal. There's going to be a little bit. You'll notice in my videos there's going to be more personal reflection and more of my personality, and and I want to get out there and I want to do things myself, like I did, in the beginning of Late Bloomer, and I was always doing all the work myself. It's just that when I got injured, I got the arm broken like at the top, got knocked down by the ski lift chair in Christmas 2017. And the only way I could keep my garden going was to have Eric come one day a week. And I would just literally, I had my arm in a sling for months, and I would just literally drag the tripod around and film him doing the work that I asked him to do. And people liked him so much. I just made a Thursday workday series. He's got such a great winning personality, so enthusiastic. He loves being in my garden. A lot of people ask me, what's his garden like? Well, I don't know if you've gotten the memo, but Los Angeles is very expensive, and he doesn't have his own garden. They live in an apartment, so his family does. So it's very fulfilling and rewarding to come into this, micro farm here in my garden, and just there's plants everywhere. I wish you could see what I can see because the sun is hitting it, and it's just, I mean, you can't even tell that there's a sidewalk. Uh, I would say 15 to 20 feet away, and then a street like 8 feet farther over, 10 feet maybe. Anyway, let's see. Manuka honey. Um, Original Next is talking about honey being a healing. Honey is one of the oldest food is your medicine um, things. There's a better word for that. Um, honey is like the oldest medicine. It was used in Egypt 4,000 years ago. And Manuka honey, which is extremely expensive. So don't just get this to put in your cup of tea in the morning unless you've got a lot of money. But he's actually using it on a boil on his face, and it's taking down the inflammation. So 25 pounds, that's expensive to me. Depends on how big the jar is, I guess, next. Oh, Teresa, and I'm so glad to have found you too, honestly. Yes, Kathy, he does love working here. He loves to be directed, and I have that kind of personality. And so that we have a great symbiosis. But he can't read my mind. He has no idea what I want him to do. So, um, and very often, I will have 4 or 5 things in mind that I really need to get accomplished. And then when he's here, I just walk around and I see all this other stuff, and it's just the whole day goes like that. And so I started filming all this, but the problem is now the videos are so long because we work 8 hours, and I speed up the footage obviously to like 10 times faster than we're doing it, and still the videos are like 20 minutes long. So it's like obviously I need to be a better editor and just put in the most, the most interesting stuff rather than everything we do. But let's talk about that. How do people feel about longer videos? Next, I have never eaten cooked mint leaves after making tea out of it. It doesn't sound appealing to me, but maybe. And if you and I've made tea from borage leaves, that's supposed to be good. You know, borage flowers. I've got borage all over the place. Borage flowers are edible. I don't find them. They don't have any taste to me. Um, but borage leaves are supposed to be beneficial. Let's see. You make a large batch of what, Daryl? Just because I'm scrolling back and forth and I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, what are you talking about, Happy? The Manuka honey? Yeah, but if you use it as medicine, I mean, it's great to have a jar in there. You know. Uh, let's see. I think I'm behind here. Sumac lemonade. Hi, Tanya. Uh, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that feedback. Blue Moon, thank you. I appreciate that feedback. Patricia, thank you. I appreciate that feedback. Eric Hale, yes, it is the. If you go to my, I'll try to go to your channel and leave you that link. There is a video that I did, or you could just go to my Phoenix playlist, and it's the most recent. Well, there's only one in that whole Phoenix playlist about bees, and we went to a bee festival, and there's a guy there at the bee festival, and he's a honey collector. Eh, Crazy, I know. He's got, but honey keeps indefinitely in your pantry. He's had he went through hundreds of jars of different kinds of honey that he collects, and had probably about, the table was, oh wow, I would say there was at least 100 varieties of honey on that table. And we were talking about manuka, and he mentioned manuka was had the most health benefits. Good morning, Carl from, where'd you go? I scrolled a little bit and I lost you. Carl Conyard is tuning in from Ireland. Ireland. Uh, and Carl is a great resource, you guys. He knows, like, plants from the chemistry side. So if you have any questions, he just mentioned that borage leaves has a nice bit of bioavailable. Why did that jump? Let's see. Bioavailable calcium. Bioavailable means that when you take it, it actually goes into your system and it doesn't just go out your intestines. And potassium. Uh, and Christine, thank you for your input. I know, Teresa. I know, but just Teresa, this is this is my week, everyone. I'm going to Salt Lake for the Grand Convention of the essential oil company that I am a distributor for, Young Living. I've never done this, so I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and just going to see if I can learn more about building a team and sharing the oils with the larger community. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to get to go, if you guys like lavender. I know lavender grows really well in certain places in the country, and other places it's a struggle to grow it. Struggle for me to grow it because I always get mildew. So I've abandoned growing lavender. Can you imagine having a garden without a little bit of lavender? Oy. So I'm going to get to go on a tour of the lavender farm. So I am hoping that they allow me to film that so that I can make a video. We'll see. Sumac, sumac is can get really big and invasive, is my understanding. You guys are talking about sumac. Ah, Lisa Lee likes longer videos. Okay, that's really great to know. Thank you. Um, in terms of Lisa, though, in terms of a cooking video, basically all of my recipes are simple, and I'm including everything that I shoot from the start to finish to even taste testing it. So they're just not that long, you know. Um, so, but I hope you enjoy them because I've got several coming up, and I want a lot of people to watch them. Um, yes, Jotham. Yes, thank you. Mm. So, Christina, you mean spices means that it's dried? So people are talking about sumac as a spice. Um, so I'm assuming that means later. Oh my gosh. Next just listed the some of the health benefits of manuka honey, and the list is long. So check that out. If you have any of those issues going on, you might want to just not, you know, start taking a bunch of medicine and first try the manuka honey. Uh, uh, wait, let's see. Hey, Odie, we are talking about, first of all, we're talking about manuka honey, the health benefits of manuka honey. We're also talking about borage being beneficial. Uh, and let's see. I like the vids as they are. And then we have these longer live streams. Okay, great, Tanya. Thank you. Undercover gardener. Oh, wow. Are you in the valley, in the Phoenix Valley? And just remind me. Um, I don't know how you can watch a video while you're working in the yard. You must be a real multitasker, Beth. uh, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that feedback. Thank you, Rosa. Yeah, I don't really want to upload a video that's over 20 minutes. I mean, when you're editing, it's like I get bored by the time it's done. I'm going, oh God, because you look at it over and over and over. Mariette, where are you writing from? All right. That's true. Garage greenhouse is, oh, why can't I keep everybody's name in my mind? I don't know. Let's see. Thank you, Tanya. Everybody hit the like button if you haven't, and do that for me, please. And of course, you can give a super chat donation if you like. And if you're just joining me, maybe you missed this, Jody. I have my first T-shirt being designed as we speak, and it is going to be available. There will be a 2-week campaign to order, and it's just my first design. So if it's successful, there will be many more um, items to order. Uh, and yes, I haven't been to Utah in a long time, Lisa. Let's see, I think no, I've only been to Utah. I've only been to Salt Lake. Wait, twice, twice when it was not winter. So this will be interesting. It's probably hot. I next is asking about organic olive oil, good or bad for the heart. My understanding is that it's good for you. I don't know necessarily about your heart, but if anybody has any information, a Carl May, let's see. Yes, Carl is a public health scientist, epidemiologist. I'm sorry. Um, Thank you for clarifying that. And I do a lot, Carl. You're right, but this will not be a break. This will be work. So, you know, I'll just be working in a different environment. Okay. You can't stand the smell of lavender. You know, it's funny. Lavender can be that way. You either love it or you hate it. But the plants are gorgeous. Um, when I was in Big Sur, speaking of Big Sur, I have not had time to even touch the that footage, and I'm wondering how well it would really do because people are coming to my channel for gardening, and if they see a title about, you know, Kay and Big Sur, are they really going to tune in? I don't know. But I think most of you guys wanted to see it, right? I mean, it's the California coast is absolutely stunning. Thank you, Happy. Hey, Cherie, thank you for tuning in from Austin.
You're welcome.
My son just closed. Yeah, closed on their they closed on their house in Austin this week, and I can't wait to go down and visit Austin, maybe in November. So, Cherie, you have to keep in touch with me. Let's see. Carl, did you see that question from Nex about coconut oil? My understanding, coconut oil is good for you. Christina, it has to do with YouTube wanting longer videos now. They used to say we want shorter videos, and it changed a couple of years ago, and now they want longer videos so that people put more ads in them. And of course, we make more money if people watch the ads. If there are ads in it, it's our decision as content creators whether to put ads in videos. And a longer video, like a 30-minute video, that could have 4 ads in it. And they take advantage a little bit because they don't just put one, they go for an ad break, and it's almost like TV where there's 1, 2, 3. But as Doug points out, if you can watch ad free on YouTube Premium, so YouTube Red, if you really love YouTube and you don't want to do that, you don't want to have to watch all the ads to try to support us. You can become a member of YouTube Red, which is a monthly fee that YouTube charges. So that's another way that you can enjoy content. Doing my live streams is the first time I've ever even heard of rapeseed oil, and I don't even know what that is. Let's see. Okay. Yes, Travis, thank you. Jasmine, if you're asking if, Travis, if you're asking if Young Living carries jasmine oil, they do. It's very expensive, but they do. And you can send me a message at mylatebloomershow.com/contact page, and I can send you a link. There are certain essential oils that just cost a lot more to distill the essence of. Rose is one of them. It takes like 1,000,000 petals to make a drop of rose essential oil. So rose, and I think geranium and jasmine are 3 of the most pricey, but it's incredible. Good morning, Amal in Saudi. Saudi is in the house, and I wondered where you were. uh, this is getting ridiculous. Look at that. How could anybody even read that? I'm going to have to write a new list. It seemed like I was going to tell you something. I can't remember now. But Amal, we are talking about some various things. We're talking about essential oils. We're talking about uh, I had another beehive removed yesterday. And so we got off on talking about honey. And we're talking about the health benefits of Manuka honey. We're also talking about what's coming up on my channel, which is a t-shirt, a late bloomer t-shirt, my first piece of merchandise, other than this, custom mug, which unfortunately, these are handmade by a woman in Phoenix and in small batches. And we cannot ship them out of the country just because it could get all the way to the Middle East and be broken. And I'm not a big company. I can't replace that. So it's not. These are only going to go to people in the U.S. Probably mainland. Actually, I don't know if I have any fans in Alaska. I would love to know. Let's see. Show that. Lisa, all you have to do is send a $40 donation. The way we're doing it is there is a mug that has been made and is sitting in her thing. So you could get it this coming week if you send a $40 donation to my PayPal. And the link is at the very top. My PayPal link is at the very top. Well, I could put it right here too. That's the way. Whoa. Okay. 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 There's nothing here. Go. That's the wrong one. I'm trying to go to this one. $40 donation to my, it's PayPal, but it's the wrong link. It's weird. No, I can't do it right now. It's at the top of the live stream. Just scroll up and you make a $40 donation, and about $6 of that goes to support this channel. Everything else goes for her labor and for the materials and for shipping and handling. So I would love for you to have that last one. And if anybody else wants one, then I'll have to probably gather up 3 or 4 orders before she will actually make new ones. But there are 2 cranberry mugs like this. One is already sold to Emily. It's going out to Emily this week. And the other one could be going to you, Lisa, if you send me a donation. Thank you. Kathy, I have a 900 square foot front yard garden. And okay. I don't know. This bee is interested in me. I don't have anything. Is that a bee or a yellow jacket? Let me see. I can't even tell. Okay. Go away. Oh, that's a yellow jacket. Of course. Don't you know? Kathy, in its front yard, and part of it is there's a sidewalk in between, and it's just not possible. People get nervous about bees in neighborhoods, and it would be different if I had a larger property and I could have it in the back or something. But in any way, I don't feel like I can take on anything else, because I know beekeeping is, it's big. It's a big commitment, and you have to learn about it, and spent a lot of time on it and money. And I just don't feel I can extend myself like any further. um, oh, Jody, thank you for tuning in. That would be awesome, Teresa. Okay, this, let's see. Travis is saying aloe is one of the most beneficial plants on the planet. Carl, can you weigh in on that? Because I have aloe growing in my front yard. And let me tell you what happened. When I get a burn, I just go sunburn or burn, whatever. Unless it's really bad, I just go and get a piece of aloe and I slice it down the middle, and then I sort of scrape out the juicy insides, and I just use that. I pack it on the burn or whatever, and I use that. But also, I'm changing. I just remembered that I think it was the first time I tried canning tomatoes. That was back. I covered all that in my tomato video. Um, by the way, if anybody's interested, I am trying to finally get my tomato growing heirloom tomato DVD on Amazon. I've got everything almost done, and it's just a question of getting the digital files uploaded. And I'm waiting for an answer from Amazon on that. But anyway, when I was making my canning tomatoes the first time, fortunately I had my other glasses, but I fortunately had glasses on. And what happened exactly? I want to say that the jar in the canning jar slipped out of my tongs and splashed into that big pot, and it came back up and it went right on my face. And it burned this eyebrow and burned down here and burned down here, around where the glasses were. And I thought, holy moly, burn victim here on the face. That's going to look great in videos. And I can't even remember where I learned this, but it just came to me. I had all of those tomatoes, sitting there, and that I had prepared. The skins had been taken off, and they were there. And I took tomato and I smushed tomato all over my face and put salt on it. Can't remember. I'm not recommending anybody do this, but I am telling you, it worked. That salt and that tomato pulled all of that inflammation out of my face, and I didn't have a scar, nothing. It was incredible. I mean, it was pretty bad burn, but I had to keep doing it. I mean, I would just like pick up the tomato, pour a bunch of salt on it, and like put it right on my face and hold it there. Do it again like 20 minutes later and do it like that. And I just did it over and over and over for like 2 hours. And it took all that out. Carl, are you saying in Europe it isn't? I think you have a typo there. Isn't GMO and is organic. So there are suppliers in use. You just have to know where to go. Interesting. Let's see. A great day, Miss Jody. Let's see, Carl. Oh, I can't believe I helped you with that, Carl. I've had such bad luck with black crim here. They just get decimated by fungal disease, but it's such a gorgeous tomato. Make sure you take a horizontal photo of it and post it on latebloomershow.com. Late Bloomer Show at Facebook. And I'll try to share that with any of my people that follow my Facebook page. Ground B isn't GMO, right? Carl is confirming, but what about the salt though, Carl? So he's saying the lycopene in the tomatoes reduces inflammation. Yes. I don't know what. Let's see. A good rooting compound. Daryl is talking about aloe juice and 50% water. Well, I can't make juice out of my aloe. It's just, you scrape out a leaf or two. Well, unless you're just trying to make a little tiny bit of rooting compound. But what I want to do, if anybody, by the way, everybody, I'm having trouble with my figs, if you can believe. If you followed me for a couple of years, you know I have the most amazing figs ever. And this year, the first 4 brown turkey figs have been awful, disaster, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm very concerned about it. Let's see. Now, what are we talking about, Travis? I've already forgotten the most amazing benefits. Always put a subject in your comment because I can't keep track of all the conversation. Okay, thank you, Haffy, for being on top of that. Yeah, I'm totally maxed out, Jotham. Oh, Maggie Pie, hey, thank you for tuning in. Glad we're talking about all sorts of things with health benefits, from aloe to manuka honey to tomato, taking out inflammation. You'll have to scroll up and down. There's all kinds of conversation going on, Maggie. Let's see. Yeah, what do people do about yellow jackets? Is there anything you can do when they really start being a problem? I remember that when Walker, my son, was in grade school, their school was up, kind of pushed into the mountain there, and they would go up and have lunch, and it would just be, wild up the mountain there. And they had a huge yellow jacket problem. And one day he bit into his sandwich. It got on his sandwich somewhere between his picking it up and putting it in his mouth, and he bit down on it and it bit his tongue. The yellow jacket bit his tongue, and this whole thing was like that. It was incredible. They can be a problem. Cherie, who is talking about sugar? I've lost. Let's see. Thank you, Donald. I am lucky. I am very lucky, and I'm very grateful. It's always good to have that in your medicine cabinet, a tube of aloe. You never know when you're going to need it. If you eat aloe, I would like to know more about the healing benefits. I mean, how do you eat aloe? I mean, can I eat aloe from my plant? Because I have a huge aloe plant over there. I could do a video on that, Travis, if you guys can help me, with the content on that, because that might be beneficial for people. I've never really utilized that plant. It just sits over there. Yeah, definitely the wheat, because wheat turns to sugar. Anyway, Tanya. If you cut out sugar, you're probably not going to want to be trying any of my recipes that I'm doing this week, because I'm making jam, and the 2 ingredients for plum jam are sugar and plums. But please watch them anyway. Okay, I am so behind here. Oh no. Brian is talking about I've done that before, a cast iron skillet out of the oven and burned his hand, and then he slathered on honey, and it was all cleared up the next day, never scarred. And I think probably aloe might be almost as good. Okay, Jotham is talking about making traps for yellow jackets. Lisa Lee, are you here? Did you see that? With a pop bottle. I'm assuming you mean a soda bottle, which I haven't bought probably in 30 years, but one of those big soda bottles and a little pop in the bottom for yellow jackets. Okay. How does it look exactly, Jotham? Jotham? You make traps with a pop bottle, a little pop in the bottom. You mean a little hole in the bottom for yellow jackets? I'm confused about how that looks. Let's see. Oh yes, it was. Oh, Lisa, and my son was in the Boy Scouts, and they were in a scouting thing, and they had to crawl like this on the ground wherever they were, and he had on t-shirt, I guess, and he got poison oak like this, and I put, because I was really into no medicine back then, and I put a uh, poultice of earth minerals with a drop of olive oil and a couple drops of mineral water. So he had this sort of brown mud packed on here uh, when he went to school, and he was so embarrassed that he went into the restroom and he took those paper towels, those commercial brown paper towels, those single sheet ones. And of course, this is going back 20 years. Oh, monarch butterfly right here. Oh, come here. Oh, oh well. And he took those brown paper towels that, have so much chemistry to make those. And he wet them and he's like scrubbed it off like this. Well, guess what happened? That it became like 3 times his arms swelled up like that. And oh, it was like a major infection. Oh my God. Oh, right, Cherie. Good point. So yeah, so in other words, you don't make a hole in the pop bottle. You just have a big pop bottle and you set it somewhere and you leave some soda in the bottom, and they'll crawl into the top of the bottle and they can't get out. Why can't they get out? Why can't they just walk right out the top? I'm confused. Well, I still have we're talking about stevia, and I'll show you my stevia plant. There's my stevia plant, Daryl. Can you believe I brought that little seedling back on the plane, and then look how nice it is. And I haven't even used a single leaf yet because I forgot about it. Amal is talking about rubbing olive oil on your skin, and I don't know, you guys, a lot of you guys are younger than me. I hate to say, but the skin does something funny when you get older, and it just sort of it seems to detach from the muscles and sag. And I have heard that people who take a tablespoon of course, you want the raw organic olive oil. You don't want anything that's processed or been heated. And you take a tablespoon of that every day and you just eat it. It really helps your skin. And I'm just throwing that out there. I need to do that myself. And Amala's saying that her grandmother had the softest skin because she would rub olive oil every night on her arms and legs. And I think I'm going to start doing that. My olive oil is very expensive, though. uh, I don't know if I could afford to do that. Hey, next. Let's see. Where are we? Daryl just has a small grove of stevia. So, Tanya, you're saying they get in there and they don't fly out the hole because they're stupid? Okay. I haven't had a big problem. Taste it. John is saying to taste the stevia. Okay. I will. I mean, I don't love the texture of the leaf, but there's an instant sugar thing that happens in your mouth instantly. And so I can see how just putting it in and steeping it in your tea would be great. So I intend to do that. The top makes a funnel into the trap. I cannot visualize this this yellow jacket trap that we're talking about. Are we talking about one bottle that sits there with an open thing at the top and you put some soda in the bottom and they go in, they can't get out? Or are you saying you put some sort of inverted funnel at the top? Not quite gathering. Mm. Well, Teresa, Young Living has a great skincare line. So just keep that in mind. And we'll talk. Oh my gosh, the aphids ate your stevia. Oh dear. Wow. Who just made that donation? Somebody just made a donation, and because it's in um, characters, I don't even know how much that is, but thank you. And I can't see your name, so but thank you. Uh, so uh, bone broth, like a cup a day or something like that. Next, is that what you're saying? Um, because boy, do I need to do that. If that's what you're saying, I have some frozen in the freezer that is organic bone broth, and I'm just wondering if because it's been frozen, is it still going to have the health benefits if I thaw it out and eat it? Because, like Lynn was saying last week, that it's hard to find bones here. They're very expensive in the store. Oh, Daryl, Teresa is saying her stevia bolted. So what do you, how do you keep that from happening? That's great, Kathy. That's fantastic. I should have done that, but I wasn't into this whole thing back then. That was 28 years ago. Ah. Um, um, uh, let's see. Yes, Tina is talking about Bragg's. I am staring at a monarch butterfly on milkweed. You guys, you got to grow milkweed if you want to promote. Of course, if you're not in the U.S., you won't have monarchs. I don't know if people in the U.S. realize this, but the monarch is unique to North America, and well, it ventures down into the top of Mexico. The central migration, they ventured, a few of them are still making it down there, but it's basically a North America phenomenon. Bragg's is a wonderful brand. I use Bragg's. I don't usually use their olive oil because I use Living Tree Farms because their products are so amazing. But I use the Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I have a tablespoon of that every morning in a glass of water first thing. Yes, they do next use stevia as sweetener. It's been processed though. It's much better to have your fresh leaves and just oh, Japanese. Okay, so Double Dog has posted. I'm sorry, I'm kind of behind. Double Dog has posted a bottle trap video link, so you guys can check that out if you're having a problem with yellow jackets. I think this is yen, probably. Thank you for your donation. Lisa, I don't think I'm growing my favorite this year because, as you know, all but 3 tomatoes that I got from Charles Malky at Ivy Organic were volunteers, and so I don't know what they are. They are something I've grown in the past, obviously. I used to have my favorites used to be my favorite paste tomato is Amish paste, and my favorite cherry tomato is blueberry cherry that I got originally from Baker Creek, rareseeds.com. And the most delicious tomato I ever grew was the it was another Baker Creek tomato. It was actually by what's his name that grows tomatoes for Baker Creek and has his own website. Oh, help me out! It was the most beautiful and delicious tomato ever. But I've grown so many delicious tomatoes. It's hard to say because when you say favorite to grow, well, my favorite tomato to grow would be one that was somewhat resistant to mildew. It wouldn't be necessarily the best tasting or the most beautiful because mildew is such a problem here that my favorite tomato to grow would be one that doesn't get mildew at all. Bolting, Amal, bolting means that a flower decides that um, that their life is over and they put out flowers and they create seeds from the flowers. So, in other words, all of my celery bolted. So it's once a you know all your celery, your chard, um, uh, beets, cilantro, parsley, all of those things will bolt at a certain time in their life when they think, oh, it's getting too hot, got to put out flower seed, got to create more. And it just means that it flowers. And once it flowers, that it puts all the energy into the flowers and the seeds, and it doesn't taste good to eat. So the celery that I've got in the back that's bolted is inedible, but it's pretty. Looks like a little tree with little white flowers on the ends. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys already answered her. I am so behind. Let me see. Brad Gates. Thank you, Reagan. I didn't even see you. Welcome, Reagan. Where are you writing from? Hey, Nancy Canyon. Yes, it's Brad Gates. In fact, I did a video at the National Heirloom Expo with Brad. I met him in person and talked to him. It was a real short video. I did a series of short, like 5-6 minute videos at the last time in 2017. I went up to the National Heirloom Expo right before the big fire in Santa Rosa. It was incredible. Ooh, I'm just reading that about that bone broth that you made. But I thought it needed to be beef. No, chicken bone broth is good too. You put apple cider vinegar in your bone broth. Well, Daryl, I don't know that I'll have any blueberry cherry tomatoes seeds. I might have some in the kitchen, but I don't know if I'm growing that this year. I'm having such a critter problem that I'm pulling my hair out. Wild Boar Farms. Thank you, Rochelle. She has got the entire name. They had Brad Gates at Wild Boar Farms goes to great lengths to create these interesting varieties of tomatoes, and they're just fantastic. Yes, exactly, Lisa. Exactly. North Carolina, thank you. Ugh, you're making me hungry next. Yeah, Happy says, you can keep pinching flowers back, but it's nature's way of propagating for next year's growth, and that's exactly right. Um, okay, don't tell me I'm actually caught up on comments. 9:29, everybody. Has everybody hit that like button? If you haven't, please do that. If you care to make a super chat donation, please do that. If you've already made one, thank you. The person I believe wrote from Japan and made a donation, and I want to thank you. I'm sorry I don't read or speak Japanese, if that's what it was. And I would love to put Japan on my list. If there's any way you're still watching and you are in Japan, somehow please let me know so that I can include it on my list. I'm trying to keep track of countries outside of the US that tune in. Tanya, good afternoon, North Carolina. Thank you for joining. Yeah, well, Happy, I did too in 2014 and 15. A lot of them, and loved every single one of them. And I'm trying to think of the one I liked the best. It had this dark red inside, and it was red, and it had greenish gold stripes. Oh, oh, that tomato was incredible. And it's interesting, a vine at a certain period, every tomato on a certain vine is not going to taste the same amount of goodness. It's like, I don't know if it's true that they say, well, you pick things in the morning, there's more sugar in the fruit. Daryl, what do you think about that? Anybody have an opinion about that? I've heard it both ways. No, it's not German striped. It's got a different name. um, I tell you what, I'll tell you next week on the next live stream. I'm let's see, I will be home next week, so we will have another live stream at 8 a.m. on Sunday next week. I get back on Saturday, and I don't know what I'm going to do about my garden while I'm gone. Oh my goodness. But anyway, uh, arigato is Japanese, and I always say that when I go into a Japanese restaurant. Arigato. Thank you, Tanya, for translating that. Um, Cherie, that's true. That's true. Um, well, there's sugar in vegetables too. It's uh, if you want to, and of course, tomato is the fruit. Um, I think that's right, Travis. Is I've always heard if you harvest in the morning, the fruit is going to be, or tomatoes or whatever it is going to be more flavorful. Next, where are you again? I forget where you are. Did I write it down already? You don't have to be a multi-millionaire to live in the USA. Um, it helps. I mean, I guess. I'm sure it must help. Uh, but it depends on where you want to go. If you want to go to LA, you want to go to New York, yeah, it's very expensive here. Well, that's an interesting point, Jotham. Eric, if you're asking me if favorite I had was Russian black creme, it wasn't, but that sounds fantastic. No, I haven't thought about using tulle on my tomatoes. She's talking about the nylon netting that I use in other places because of you have to have bees fertilizing those flowers, or you're not going to have tomatoes. So you can't do that. And the only reason I did it on the blueberries was I did it after the berries were forming and there were no more flowers. And anyway, spraying for mildew would be difficult with the netting on. You can get water through to water plants through the netting, but I don't want to water from overhead anyway. So, but spraying for mildew would. I think all the neem oil would just wind up on the outside. No, I don't think that would work at all. Um, Lisa, that's what I'm concerned about actually. Arigato, arigato, arigato. That's the way I've always pronounced it. Where are you next? The blueberry cherry tomatoes are incredible. The Brad Gates, yeah. UK, that's right. Yeah, I knew that. Um, let's see. Japan, thank you. And Cherie, you're in Austin. I know, and you're having the Apple is building an $8 billion campus near Austin. So, hi Judith from the Netherlands. We had someone else from the Netherlands on, and Mark Jin, but he had to leave. Um, uh, you don't see any buttons. Are you talking about the super chat button, Amal? If you are, there's a dollar sign at the bottom and a dollar sign at the top of the chat window. And you just click on that. And where are you? Oh, I can't pronounce Ulkusu Harun. I can't pronounce that correctly, but hello to you. And where are you writing from? Wow, Northeast UK, just below Scotland. Well, you should connect with Carl. Carl's just in England. Ireland. Well, let's see. Scotland is above England. Ireland is totally set. Yeah. Well, anyway, you're in the same part of the world. Eric owns an island up in Washington. How big is your island, Eric, that you own? People are supporting in different ways, Amal. You can make a super chat donation by hitting that dollar sign on the chat window, or you can donate to my PayPal, make a PayPal donation. All the links, all the ways to support me are at the very top of the chat window. So if you scroll all the way to the top, you'll find all those links again. Tanya, you have no idea how frustrated I am. This is the first time I've ever had this much critter damage. They must have, an email blast must have gone out to whatever animal and said, meet me over at Kay's Garden, because they just take a nibble out of this one and that one and this one and that one and that one and that one. And since I don't know what kind of animal it is, I am not going to eat any of those tomatoes that have had a nibble on them. And you'll see on my videos more frustration about the critters coming up. Um, I think uh, half or who deleted that? I let me see. Anyway, Japan. Um, I am behind on comments here. Amal, thank you, but I can't ship to Saudi. Only in the U.S. Yeah, because I don't have a big company or something handling all that. It's just a lady in Arizona, and I can't risk it going outside the U.S. and getting damaged because they're breakable, and she would have to make another one, and who pays for that? And you know what I mean? It's just I'm sorry, but I am going to have my first T-shirt, and I have a feeling that you'll be able to the company will be able to send those outside the US, and you can't break a T-shirt, so stay tuned for that. Good grief. Faithful flowers, that seems crazy, but okay. I can't believe that. Mernita, yes, of course it's more than one animal, but it's the same type of animal because the damage is exactly the same. So I'm just trying to decide what kind of animal it is. I ordered the small bags, Kathy, from the internet, and you can find them on my Amazon store. The Amazon link is in the top of the chat window, and at no extra cost to you, anything you order on Amazon helps support this channel with a few pennies. So I encourage everyone who's ordering from Amazon to go through my link. Doesn't matter if you order anything that I'm showing in my storefronts. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. Once you enter through the portal of my link, anything that you order, I will get a very small commission on. Um, yes, they did, Tanya. And next, I've already done that. You'll see that in an upcoming video. Yeah, I put bags, and you'll see all of that. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil what you're going to see in the videos. I'm just a little behind on editing because of my plum harvest, and there's been so much going on with the bees crisis and all of that. I am behind on editing. I have 6 videos shot that I haven't gotten to yet. You may be right, Judith. You um Happy, I think he was just saying hello, and I would like to know where. So, can you just put that back, and then or, or whatever? And I would like to know what country he or she is writing from. I want an Asian pears. Oh, cardinals are eating your Asian pears. Oh, that's right. You said. Oh, I don't have any cardinals that I know of here, but so is it just like a little poked hole on each one? Is that how? And Daryl, do you feel that you can eat half of the apple, or do you feel like you have to waste the apple? I mean, I literally, folks, well, you'll see in my next video how many apples I have. Rats? I don't know. It's a cherry tomato at the end of a very tiny little thing. I mean, my God. But wait, Teresa, what did Teresa say? Um, Happy, wait. Um, yeah, just reinstate that copy. That comment. I would just like to believe. I just saw the one comment which looked perfectly harmless. Let's see. Um, Yes, but what kind of camera, Mernita? Do I have to go and buy some sort of camera? I mean, I don't have any kind of camera that I could turn on and be on all night. So, whew, what was that? Did you guys see what that was? I didn't see it. Yeah, that's a possibility next. It's just how much can I charge for all that? We have a flat rate shipping box that these go out in, and so the $40 donation, it only brings $6 into my channel, and so it's already expensive for a mug. So I think that if I ever got them commercially made, I could possibly do that. What? Eric, do you really own that island, or are you pulling my leg? Okay. I can't decide anymore because I've lost track of the comment, Happy. Does that work? Has anybody had success with the ultrasonic plug in pest protection? Well, if that works, I'm going to get that. Does that really work, Travis? Has anybody had success with that? Ultrasonic plug-in pest protection. I have an extension cord that goes over there, so I could plug electric in over there. If it's a bird, the edge should have a ragged edge. It's a ragged edge. Huh. Well, I've never known of a vole here, and I've never seen any kind of holes or anything that would indicate that a vole was coming up out of the ground. But I know we have mice and rats. Wow. Travis, can you email me a link for that product, because I want to put it on my store? Don't post it here, but grab that latebloomershow.com/contact and send that link to me in an email. I want to add that. Raccoons eating, nibbling veggies. Really? Have you actually seen them do that? I know. They used inexpensive dry cat food when I made the mistake of trying to trap raccoons. I tried that about 2 or 3 years ago. And I wound up paying $500 to have a company, because in LA you can't kill wildlife, and you can't relocate them, trap them yourself. You're not supposed to. And so I hired this company, and they drive them up to the Angeles forest, they say. And it was $500 to relocate 2 animals. There was this disgusting multicolored dry cat food sprinkled all over my garden. And they took 2 big raccoons out. And within, I would say, a week or two, some other raccoon was here. And I said, boy, was that a mistake? That was, you live and learn. And boy, that was. Lariennes, hello. Where are you writing from? I just noticed you. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried. I'm worried about rats, because rats carry disease. Good morning, William. Tuning in from Phoenix, or Mesa, actually, which is part of the greater Phoenix Valley. Good morning, William, and I'm glad you joined us. It is 9:47. We've been on for an hour and 47 minutes, 50 minutes. Actually, I tuned in 3 minutes early. Double glazing. I'm not sure what that is next. My Amal, my stevia plant I got from Daryl, who's online, and thank you, Eric, for. Oh, a vole is a field mouse. I thought a vole was. Doesn't a vole burrow up like a mole, or not? I don't know the difference. Um, wow, you have 6.5 acres. Nice. I know, Kathy, and I just don't really have the money to invest in a camera right now, but right now is when I need it. But maybe they're not expensive. I don't know. I'll have to look. And then, oh. Oh, thank you so much, John. I appreciate you doing that. I mean, Happy, thank you. Like a dragonfly or something like a dragonfly. Oh, that hit me in the face? Are you talking about the thing that hit me in the face? Oh, good. I love dragonflies. I saw one time, it's in one of my many videos past. There was a copper dragonfly. I'm not kidding. The wingspan on this thing was this wide, and the trunk was almost as thick as that. It was a big, big, big dragonfly, and it was solid, shiny copper. And I photographed it extensively. It didn't move. It was on the top of my tomato steak in my back 40. And what I've noticed about when you observe, I just shot a video yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Been shooting every day about being observant in the garden. And so when I've observed dragonflies, I didn't talk about this yesterday, but it just occurred to me when I've observed dragonflies, they land, because you get the camera and you get it all focused and they're skinny and you can see through the wings and you got to really get that thing focused and get it sharp and get it close. By the time you do all that, it lifts off and goes. Any other insect or butterfly or whatever, I never find that they return to the exact same spot. But a dragonfly often will come. I'll just wait. As soon as I get the camera all set and everything, it flies off and I go, oh, missed it. But if you wait, very often it'll come back and land on the exact same spot again. And that has happened to me. And I've just kept the camera there, comes right back, and I get the shot. So if that happens to you, don't give up because dragonflies are very interesting. Oh, that's good. So if they scab over, then there's no contamination in the apple, Daryl? Because I have one over here. I don't know what. Uh, yeah, I have a bird bath, Rochelle, but I probably need to have more. Let's see. Daryl, did you answer Amal's question about is stevia easy to plant from seeds? Is there Jotham? Is there clearing near me? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Clearing. Say hello to William if you guys haven't already done that. Uh, oh, oh my goodness. Wow. Beth is saying rats ate her pineapples. Oh, that would be heartbreaking. Oh. Does anybody know what a motion sensor camera costs. Field cams. I've seen pictures, Jotham, of the voles. I just haven't ever seen one here. If this person is just, yeah, okay. Thank you, Eric. Yes, Cherie, I think so. They have been hidden. Yeah, LOL, Tanya. Hi, how do you feel? Oh, good. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. Can you just look in the art studio on the table? Yes. Okay. I can open the door. Yeah. Boxes to trap. Oh, wait. Oh, don't ever feed a raccoon. Don't ever make the mistake of feeding a raccoon. Jotham, you're saying Robbie of Rob and Gary mentioned weed suppressing clearing of the hillsides near here. She lives not far from you. I don't know. There's no clearing of hillsides around here. This is just a flat out neighborhood. Cameras need things that will use them to record. It costs more than just the camera. The recorder, I'm sure. Yes, there's someone in my house next. Yes, there's someone walking in the background. Okay, Pana has no English, but if you have a garden and you're interested in gardening, please listen in. Thank you for joining. Ooh. But like she says, it's $49 for the field cam, and then where it records to and all that stuff. So.
Thank you so much.
Okay, have fun.
Have a good day.
Okay. Ooh, mouse traps. That's an idea. Kind of hate killing them in my garden, but I mean, then what do you do with them? I got a bunch of mouse traps because I thought I had one in my roof. I mean, in my attic, and I put a bunch of traps up there. I haven't actually looked at it lately. Looked in the attic lately. I should do that. It's a good reminder. Oh, Eric, well, send me the information on that by email, okay? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's tough to get started. Tanya, are you actually writing that in Russian? What is going on here? And I don't know what that says. Wow. Wow, that's frustrating, Teresa. I mean, it really depends on where you live as to whether you're going to be able to grow food. No, they're not. They're not double glazed. They're just these are the actual old original windows from 1949. One or two of the panes might have been replaced, but it's just regular glass. Just want. Okay, thank you, Tanya. What about Ipanau? Is that also Russian, Tanya? Yes, everyone. That's another reason to go to my Amazon link. If you're thinking of ordering anything, please go through my link this week. It's a big Amazon Prime week. And if you're on Amazon Prime, I think there's a lot of specials and it could help support this channel. And I would really appreciate that. Amazon is, well, the owner of Amazon is the richest man in the world next. So, he just got divorced from his wife, and now she's the richest woman. The divorced wife is the richest woman in the world, I think. Amazon is a hugely successful enterprise. They're now creating content, and they started out selling books, and then they started selling everything, and then they mastered fulfillment, which is the shipping and handling, and then they reduced the time in which it took to receive a package. They mastered that, and then they just mastered everything. And now they have stores, and yeah, it's incredible. Uh, put Slim Jim on a rat trap, and they will hit it even after you get one. You don't even have to reload. What is Slim Jim? I can't remember what that is. I know I've heard of that. Yeah, yeah, John, it's a great idea. I'm just gonna, I'm going to, I'm gonna sign off, you guys, because it's been 2 hours, and it's true. Happy has made a very good point. I'm gonna try to reduce these to just 1 hour live streams because, and hopefully people can tune in from 8 to 9. I know Christina, that's hard for you, but it just seems like the trolls come out in the last hour, and so we're going to try to get everything talked about that we can in an hour. And I am going to take off. I'm going to sign off. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Support my channel in whichever way you feel that you can, and I really appreciate that. Be sure and watch all my videos if you haven't seen all my recent videos, and I will see you next week at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Love you guys. Take care.